let me just do this. This is what happens when you hit, oh yeah, I'm ready to go. And then you realise that A, you don't have the game up, and B, you don't actually have the game hooked into OBS, and everything goes horribly wrong. Hey guys, I'm Phoenix here, and welcome to another Panic at the Stream. The stream where everything goes horribly wrong. This should all work nice and smoothly, because if it doesn't, oh well. We should be on line, right? Yeah, we're good. So, gonna continue with modded Fallout tonight, just for now. And talking about stuff as well, no doubt. So when we load in, I'll kind of go through basically what I've worked out, what I need to do today. So, apart from Hearts of Iron and Stellaris, it's slightly different because that was like a regimented hour a week, doing almost like a series, and the same with the Half-Life playthrough. It was, it was a series type thing. The way that I do these is that usually I'm playing the game and trying to work out what needs to be done in the game, and then I'll work out what I want to stream. With something like Hearts of Iron, it's slightly different because it's just sort of a follow-on from the game, and usually that's about 10 minutes of me trying to get Hearts of Iron to actually work, because it's not exactly the most stable of games, I have to say. Anyway, welcome to Fallout 4. This is modded survival, so I've got the Horizons mod in. That's the sort of the main sort of base mod, and then there's some additional ones on top that just basically give me a few more options with building things. Now, so the way that Fallout works in vanilla is that you need an awful lot of things like oil and adhesive. And the way that they get around that is that they give you recipes for dealing with oil and adhesive, and I don't believe they are locked behind anything specific. However, in Horizons that changes a bit, so the Survivalist perk is definitely needed for some of the adhesive ones. So, if I go into ingredients, so we've got one here for adhesive, which means that I need acid, beer, hub flour, and of course pre-war bubblegum. Pre-war bubblegum is quite rare to get hold of, and that's rank 2 of Survivalist. Casting fluid and vegetable starch will both give me a huge amount of the things that I need, but it's locked behind rank 3 of Survivalist. And if we just go to our perk chart, rank 3 of Survivalist is there. So that's locked behind level 12, which is a bit of a distance away. Now I'm level 8 at the moment. I'm about halfway through level 8 at the moment, so not that far off from getting the next one of Vans at level 10. I don't know what I'll take for level 9. I might take Medic. Medic seems to actually be quite powerful in this. The other thing that I was kind of slightly considering is something like Scrounger, because you have a small chance to find more ammunition and junk in containers. So that was also a possibility, but I mean that's all sort of by the by at the moment, because leveling up is a lot slower. So oil and adhesive. Now adhesives and oils you can both find in garages. I'm thinking maybe the mutants might be able to help me out here. Now the mutants are quite tough, which means I might have to use some of my better weapons, things like the lever action. This, I'm not completely sold between either of the lever action or the revolver rifle that I built. The other thing that I found today actually was this. This is the light machine gun, which I believe is similar to the assault rifle. It's a single shot assault rifle. and I haven't done anything to it yet. Well, I had done something with it, but the game crashed and I lost the save. So yeah, this should be alright. I think I'll lead with this one because the super mutants are quite tough. I'll be sneaky. Let's see what we can find. I've got a few other useful bits and pieces in here, so you never know. I've already got through that door. Just a case of getting up to that door now without the super mutants seeing. Now, I have this strange suspicion that I did not know about grenades. I must have tripped a trap. No green stuff here. Yeah. Thing that I'm. Okay, what I want to do is close this door. And can I get into here? Hack terminal. That will forcibly get me into the terminal. Yeah, come on. These are not particularly hidden ways of getting into these terminals, but if it means that I get into the safe, excellent. Spotlights, deactivate spotlights, and oh yes, yeah, the walls. Yeah. So basically, they had this nice sort of place going on here. They'd fortified it, and then some complete idiot went and blabbed to his mates about it, and his mates were basically raiders. And yeah, they got that place taken over, and then the super mutants rolled in. And oh no! Before I do that, it's a bit of a weird door, but anyway, energy weapons. Oh, nice! So I can now get a different type of energy-based ammunition. Really, I should be going down the energy weapon route. I'm not, but I probably should be because I'm finding so many. What would have been guns and bullets. I'm up to rank 2 on that, so I can make certain types of ammunition. Now, can I get a nice clean headshot on you? No, but I can get a few far more brutal accidents on you. I've got a Molotov here as well. I don't. Oh God! Didn't know about you. Ah, dead. I don't expect this this camp to be easy to clear, and I don't think there's an easier way of clearing it. There's an awful lot of these places, especially when they're sort of more difficult places. So like up at Kendall, which I did earlier, I didn't actually kill any of the raiders in Kendall, or I didn't kill many of them. The robot I activated did an awful lot of the work for me. However, I'm just interested to see what I can actually make in terms of energy rounds, because theoretically I need an awful lot of energy cells, and I don't know how to make those, but I can make things like the cryo cells, except I can't. So rank 3, I could make a few. If I had nuclear physicists, I could make a fusion cores. I can't make cells. Well, I can. Oh, you would need that one anyway. Technologist. To strip those down. And then it goes back to needing oil. The other thing that I was considering doing is wandering down to National Guard. Actually, I could go down to the National Guard, just because I do have the rifles to get me past the turrets, wherever it is, that one. The turrets drop 5.56, and I might be able to find some more 5.56 inside National Guard. Oh great, oh great. They're back. Alright, I'm dead now because it's just bitten me and I did not realise that the blood bug's back. Now normally in survival that wouldn't have happened because they wouldn't have respawned for ever, really. However, I don't know why they are back, because they shouldn't be. I mean, an easy way of dealing with them is just to lure them down and let the turrets deal with them, which I may very well do. It's just irritating that you lose caps when that happens. It's not like you've paid for your life with the with those things. Let me just grab a... Except it needs circuitry and oil and all sorts of things that I don't have. Okay, I can still lure them down here a bit. What have I got? Unfortunately, the only ammunition I've got isn't stuff I really want to use. I am very, very tempted in going in there now. Alright, I'm dead again, so I'm just going to take out as many of these as I can before I die. Which was one. Ugh. I've already cleared these out, and this is what irritates me, because I've already cleared them out. I'm not meant to be clearing them out again. The other option is just go the other way. It's the one thing that sort of, you know, it's sort of your penalty for losing a fight is to lose cash. But it does mean that there's no real way of making a lot of cash, because an awful lot of the people you come across, a lot of the traders in the wasteland, they don't actually have a huge amount of cash. So really you want to be... how do you get the was it vendor credit in Horizon Mod? Just looking this up because vendor credits in my workshop. Transfer. I think I'm gonna have to go up to yeah, I'm going on a trip up to Sanctuary, because up at Sanctuary I've got a load of traders, and I can hopefully, if what I'm reading is right, is you get vendor credits yeah, and then you can use those vendor credits to make stuff. Yeah, okay. So we're gonna go up to Sanctuary and see if this vendor credit thing actually works. Because theoretically it should do, because my my traders, I've got a few traders up there. As long as nothing horrible has respawned. So I've got like clinic up there, I think. I've got a few things up there anyway. I'm going to take a bandage if I've got one. Yeah. I mean, One of the things that I do really like about the mod is all the weapon stuff. All the weapon stuff is pretty awesome, and the ability to change between different types of ammunition. So if you've got a load of 44 ammunition, then actually you want to be chambering your guns for 44 instead of 45 or whatever else it will allow you to do, as the 44 ammunition is generally better. With this, I probably want the 45 75, whatever it is, ammo. But at the moment I'm just chambering it for 357, as that's what I can make. Okay, where am I meant to be going? Up here, apparently. I'd love to actually have a full AP bar and HP bar. Yay, meat. Walking meat. Where did the other ones go? Oh well. Not completely, so I'm not going to mess around trying to find dogs with, you know, vision blurring and all that. Right, okay, so we're going past here. This place... Does this place have a trader? I can't remember. No, it doesn't. So anyway, just to kind of clarify what I'm doing. So Horizons changes how traders work in Fallout, and one of the main things that it does is it removes the ability for traders to make caps unless you have it upgraded. And before that point, the only way that they make vendor credits, which you can then use those vendor credits to upgrade your vendors in order for them to be able to make caps. So that's what I want to do. Beef up my traders so that they're making me caps, so that theoretically if I need to buy something I should be able to, because I can just use the caps that they have created from the workshop. And in doing so, by upgrading them, I can also upgrade them so that they can sell more and more stuff. So again, it's quite useful in that regard if they are selling better stuff, because I need to buy better stuff all the time. You know, things like having a greater stock of oil, for example, would be rather nice. Just so that I can make my ammunition that I need to. But I am also carrying things like purified filters, so I should be able to get Sanctuary set up as sort of a water purification village, settlement place. We'll see. We'll see what we can do up there. Red Rocket's up here. Red Rocket is usually a good source for stuff. Have I not cleared out Red Rocket yet? Loads of stuff that I just haven't touched. Let's grab the toaster. Let's grab all that stuff. Yeah, things, useful things. Yeah, I haven't actually cleaned out Red Rocket yet, which means there's a toolboard in here with my name on it, I hope. Toolboards usually have Where is the toolboard? I thought there was a toolboard in here. Scissors, some butter. No toolboard. Usually they have some useful things on them, you see. Like tools and duct tape. Yeah, interesting. Probably should work on Red Rocket at some point as well. So what? Alright, I'll get into that house there and get some sleep first of all. Get the day going and the rain off. And then we'll sort of go from there, I think. So it's 10 o'clock. Let's just have 12 hours sleep. That will get me through to 10 o'clock in the morning. I'll be hungry and thirsty, but we'll work around that. Of course, all this is very good preparation for when Brexit comes and England is turned into a post-apocalyptic wasteland. Right, okay. First things first, eat food. Or make food, if I can make any. I can't actually make any food. Right, okay. My radiation's getting quite nasty, and so I can't really eat any irradiated food either. Check my mail, see if there's anything new. Nope. Right, how about in here? Ooh, a Deathclaw steak. Nice. Oh, but it's... Oh, right, so it's worth 83, but it's an awful lot more expensive. Okay. How about just the meat? And the iguana on a stick. How about that? Can I make a basic meal? Yeah, wasteland burger. And I'm still hungry. Okay, how can I deal with this? Actually, open a compost bin. Fertilizer has just got fertilizer in it. That's fine then. Trader. Where's my trader? In here. Barter. Adhesives. Got some used duct tape. Except he can't give me... Right. Now if I go into my workshop, I might have some credit in there. hoping. Got some settler rations, but rads of 16, maybe not. But, over to here. Oh, I need commercial plots. Yeah, this mod isn't the best documented out there, I have to say. So if I go into here, now it's a tiny building. This is a small house. Plot. I'm going to have to try and read up on this mod because I don't understand it. Simply put, I've absolutely no idea what's going on here. Articles, possibly. Crafting. There we go. The economy has changed, and everything's more expensive. Oh, home plate is only 950 caps, so no way of affording that in a while. Here you go, vendor changes. No, that's just changes to specific vendors, not to... I'm going to have a look at that at some point. I have to say the documentation for the Horizons mod is atrocious, and someday I think I'll probably have to actually go through the Horizons mod and some kind of detail, because it might actually help people understand quite what it is that the mod does. Because there are large swathes of the mod which just aren't mentioned in the wiki. Oh, I say the wiki, it's documentation, and not very good documentation either. Which is a real shame, because the mod is pretty good, all in all. Unless for some reason they have actually added a manual for the game, for the mod. FAQ and troubleshooting. Oh, okay. I've got to go into to get my purifiers working. This is something else that again, it's probably would be a good idea to have this mentioned somewhere. If I go into my resource management, thank you. I can then. Yeah, so here we've got that. So if I open, oh right, so in scrap storage I've got all my potatoes that they've farmed, which is nice to know. Right, so where do I make my maintenance kits? Workshop. Supply kits, tool kits. It's turning trade credits into caps, but military kits. Oh no, maintenance kits. There we go. Clean bottles I need. Might be able to do some clean bottles. Go over to the cooking station. Antiseptic. I can make antiseptic. That shouldn't be a problem at all. Because I do have alcohol. Oh, antiseptic is done behind me. Right, let's make some clean bottles. Then back up here, it's Tech Lab and workshop maintenance kits. Then when we go into here, resource management, so that should now theoretically just make make stuff, useful stuff. Destination. We were. Destination of your resource production. So I should be able to do that. Turn to the main menu. Now theoretically now everything should be going into workshop, which will be an awful lot better than going into scrap storage. If I go into here then, yeah, well, we'll see what happens there, but I will need to work out how this trader stuff works. It might be something to do with getting the warehouse. Don't think there's anything else interesting in here. Well, apart from the market trading terminal, that would be rather useful, but I can't make that one yet. Medical service. All of this is, yeah, so there we go, vendor upgrades. So this is all the stuff that you would, yeah, you need vendor credits in order to actually unlock this stuff. But you would also need a certain amount of skills of some description. One connection point for vendor mats. Okay. I'm completely certain how these work. Though I will have a look down on my. Let's see if I wanted to create a stall. Does that then connect to there? No. Oh, that does actually connect to there, and then I would assume the upgrades can then sort of connect into there somehow. Not that I can really do anything, because I don't have any vendor credits, so, yeah, well, exploring this thing. I think I may actually stop this video here. A bit of a shorter stream for tonight. I'll be back Wednesday, probably with some stationaries that we'll see, or possibly last bit of Subnautica. Yeah, I think that's probably going to be the way to go. There's some things that I want to set up with stationaries at some point. Been messing around with engines, so you know that could be quite fun. But yeah, I think I'm going to end this video here. So with that, I will say thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Oh, well, when I've done the